What's up, YouTube? It's your boy J-Dubs, and what I wanted to do today is basically introduce myself and let you know that, well, I'm here, and talk a little bit about my car. It was 2017, so last spring, I was starting to look for a car. I had test drove a number of different vehicles, mainly actually Nissan 350 and 370Zs, and I saw this car pop up, and the look of it, of course, caught my eye. I've always had a thing for Mustangs, and I never really thought about owning one. So talked to a buddy of mine whose dad runs a Mustang club here in Northeast Ohio, and he's like, dude, you gotta go drive that thing. That thing looks badass. So I went during my lunch break at work, and I test drove the car. Soon as I turned on the key, this is bone stock, right? This Mustang at the time is bone stock. As soon as I turned the key and I heard that engine turn, that 3-valve engine, I'm like, okay, I'm leaving with this car. But before I leave with it, I'm gonna take it for a free test drive. They put gas in it. Why not take it for a spin? Swear to God, I take it for a spin, and on this 2-3 mile test drive, there must have been 2 or 3 different people who, at the point of stopping or pulling up next to them said, love your car. Well, it wasn't mine at the time, but a little bit of paperwork later, and the car became mine. Since that time, over the past year and a half, I've been modifying the car, both aesthetically and from a performance perspective. And last year, my first year, I mainly focused on a lot of different just aesthetic points of the vehicle. So a little bit of paint, had the back bumper taken off, sanded, repainted. New front bumper, new chin spoiler. It's the CDC aggressive chin spoiler, which I bought from American Muscle. The hood scoop I took off, wet sanded and resprayed this year. What else? Raxiom taillights, Raxiom headlights. And again, I really just wanted to make sure that the car looked like I wanted it to look, which is really pretty aggressive. So this year, fast forward to 2018, I've been focusing mainly on performance modifications, so really just under the hood. Now last year, one of the only performance things I did to the car, again, I was primarily focused on aesthetics, was exhaust. So I had stock headers, stock mid pipe, but I added the Borla S-type Stinger axlebacks, which in my opinion is the best sounding exhaust for the 2005 to 2009 Mustang GT. However, this year, as I got into looking at performance modifications, I wanted to put some money into the engine. So under the hood, from a performance standpoint, my build is as follows. Let's see, I guess I'll go front to back. So Mishimoto performance radiator and hose kit, Ford Performance Hot Rod Cam, Ford Performance intake manifold, Ford Performance 62mm throttle body, Pypes long tube headers with a shorty H pipe, no cats, deleted the cats. I did 0-degree plugs, the MSD blaster coil packs, the Airaid MXP series cold air intake, and last but not least, the Ford Performance 410 gears. Oh, tuning. Let's talk about tuning. I purchased the Tunes from Life from Bama and found out that in May of 2017, because of a federal mandate, they no longer tune for cat-deleted cars, which of course is part of my naturally aspirated build. Now, had I known this in 2017, if they would have been forthcoming in this when I purchased my Bama handheld tuner from American Muscle, I would not have purchased it. So you hear a lot of people rip on Bama and give you all the reasons in the world not to go with a Bama tune. I guess what I'm telling you is, here's yet another reason if you've deleted cats from your car not to go with the Bama tuning, because they no longer tune for cat delete, which means you're ultimately going to throw P0420 and P0430 codes, which have to do with your catalytic chambers. After reading, all over the internet, I'm part of the S197 forum on Facebook. If you're not, I highly recommend that you go sign yourself up for that forum. It's a lot of bashing on 3-valve Mustangs, a lot of 5.0 bros. However, there's a lot of good information on there. So do yourself a favor, go sign up for that. I kept hearing about this mysterious character named Lito. So one of the interesting things about Lito is you don't really see him commenting in the forum, but you see everybody else dropping his name. So did the research and ultimately reached out to him via email. You can find, I'll post some information maybe in the subscription, how you can reach out to Lito. Lito is, I gotta tell you, after putting his tune on this car, Lito is a wizard. I swear to God, the difference between his tune and the Bama tune that I had previously Remember, I did have the Bama tune on the car, you know, if I was throwing the codes, but ultimately had the tune on the car. Lito's tune is so much better. The chop is so much more aggressive. The idle set right around 690, and it just sounds great. And the performance band from the bottom to the top is just so smooth, nice and equal. The car is exactly what I hoped it would be. And honestly, for the price, you can't beat it. You can go to Lito's site, contact him for pricing. I guess I'll share with you that my tune was 150 bucks, which if you compare to, you know, any sort of dyno, is pennies on the dollar. And Lito will work with you. He is great from a customer service perspective. He's down in Venezuela, which is in the Eastern time zone, which is where I live. Primarily works at night on email tunes, but the guy is just great to work with. He'll do the data logging. I'll tell you, again, on my tune, since it's just a bolt-on naturally aspirated build, he's probably within 2 to 3% of what we would get to, you know, through data logging, which I am going to do with him, which I hope to vlog about with you guys, if you're interested in seeing that. So that's really it. Again, I just wanted to introduce myself to you guys today. If you like this kind of content, if you're interested in this, please do yourself a favor, like this video, hit the subscribe button down below, and please comment if there's certain things in my build you want to know about. Maybe there's things that you're considering, and I'll list all that in the subscription. Again, the things I have on this car. If there's things that you're interested in, have questions about. I've gone through a lot of it. I am by no means an expert. I have learned a lot in the past year and a half. It's one of the things I like most about this car is I've gotten into it. I've really forced myself to kind of read more, learn more, talk to other people, you know, go to car shows, see it in person, and get a sense for what I want to do with my car. So again, that's all I got. Until next time, peace out.